Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bullpen.
This is the story of Morris Brown College. Some outstanding black folks founded Morris Brown back in 1881. The first and only HBCU founded, owned, and operated by black people in all of Georgia. This is where Pulitzer Prize winners hit the books, where jazz legends developed their sound, where civil rights leaders spearheaded change. These are the halls where some of the greatest minds in business, science, and the arts marched. But every great story has conflict. And I ain't finna lie, this school went through it. But see, the thing is, every great story has a hero too. This is one of them. And this is another. In her, in him, in them, in you. Together, we're bringing back Morris Brown College, bringing back financial aid, bringing back a history of black excellence. Morris Brown College, a new beginning in black academia.
Morris Brown College, all the way back, hard reset, has worked, continues to work. They lost their accreditation many years ago, but the institution was resurrected through the leadership of many, including the current president who led the institution back to reaccreditation, Dr. Kevin James. I am proud to serve as a professor under his leadership. Mr. President, good day. Welcome to Indisputable.
Thank you, sir, for having me. Good afternoon.
It's always good to see you, man. A lot of people may not know the story of Morris Brown College outside of the context of Atlanta and maybe the states that surround. Yes. But Morris Brown has a significant connection not only to black academia, but black excellence and black progression, civil rights movement, et cetera. Can you give us some of that historical connection to this institution?
Sure. Well, first of all, again, thank you for having me on today. Morris Brown is a historic institution founded in 1881. Our institution is very unique because we're the first and the only HBCU in the state of Georgia that was actually founded, funded, owned, and operated by black people for black people. So many individuals have come through this institution to earn an education and to go out into the communities and to lead. One of those individuals, Hosea Williams, who stood on the front lines with Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. We just celebrated this weekend, Selma, Alabama. The president of the United States was in Selma. And so we were there. Morris Brown was there on the front lines. And so many individuals have come through these halls and been educated and now are doing great things in the community. We just made history as the first HBCU to rebound after a 20-year hiatus. And we're so excited to be back, and we're moving the institution forward.
We're going to get into some of the nuances of how that happened. Senator John Ossoff, who happens to be a dear friend of mine, dear friend of yours, he's been on my show multiple times. Talk to us about how Senator John Ossoff was instrumental in being a partner, an ally to do this. And I remember when he was campaigning to be a senator, he literally came on my radio show, Mr. President, and said, I'm going to make sure one of my top priorities is ensuring the reaccreditation of Morris Brown College. And him, you all delivered. Talk to us about that relationship.
Absolutely. So I heard him on your show. Hey, we want to help Morris Brown College. And so I reached out to him and reached out to his team and said, I heard that you mentioned Morris Brown. We would love to partner with you. And so he made a lot of promises to me that he would help to get funding for an institution. And he is one of the politicians that actually kept his promise. And so he just helped us to deliver on a $2.9 million grant to Morris Brown College. $500,000 of that funding will go towards our historical building, Fountain Hall, and then 2.4 million will go towards our teaching and learning and to push forward our academic mission here at Morris Brown College. So, he has been very instrumental, along with Senator Warnock, in helping to keep promises made during their campaign, and they've delivered on a lot of funding for HBCUs in this state.
Yeah, let's talk about the interesting dynamic of affordability.
Yes.
You know that I am a preacher of affordable education. Students at Morris Brown are very excited. Literally, I start back teaching next week for the cohort, and I'm already getting emails from students. So there's an excitement in the educational dynamic. But Morris Brown College is also one of the most affordable private colleges in all of America.
Yes.
And let's talk about why it was important to keep the institution affordable and how affordable is it? Can somebody literally go to school, get some level of financial aid and have a college degree fully accredited, debt-free.
Yes. So the major component of our resurrection was earning our federal financial aid status back. Getting access to Pell Grants and scholarships and loans was instrumental to resurrect this institution. Morris Brown College is now proud to boast that we're the most affordable HBCU in the city of Atlanta. You know, when you look at some of our counterparts, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a year, Morris Brown College is $4,250 a semester tuition. So you're looking at about $8,500 a year. And those students who come from Pell eligible backgrounds, now can get up to about $6,800 a year in funding that does not have to be repaid. So our goal here at Morris Brown was that we were able to provide an affordable education. And the goal here is that you graduate with little to no debt.
Let's talk about the quality of professors. As I said, I'm a proud member under your leadership as a professor at Morris Brown College. But you have been very dogmatic about making sure that your professors are not only academically qualified, but they have shown mastery in practice, that they are able to demonstrate as well as educate. Tell us about the duality and why that's important.
It is so important to have the absolute best faculty. The faculty are the lifeblood of any institution. And so as we were going through this hard reset and resurrecting, we hired a brand new team. We have a new provost. We have a new assistant provost. We have 4 new department chairs, all leading the way regarding our academics. And now we've completely hired and brought in new academic leadership. Not only do these individuals have PhDs and master's degrees, but they also have that hands-on applicable experience working in the fields that they teach. That is extremely important so our students can get that hands-on learning, not just theory, but also the practical application as well. And so we are scaling our academic programs and we have the absolute best faculty out here. I put my faculty up against anyone.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud to have you on board as a faculty member as well.
Oh man, listen, it's one of the biggest joys of my entire life, educating and being under your leadership, dear brother. You have been not only a breath of fresh air. After, we talk about the technical stuff, but Doc, this was a difficult thing to do.
Yes.
And I want to get into that in just a moment. When you came to the city of Atlanta, you took the job being president of Morris Brown College.
Yes.
At that time, it was not accredited. Still, Morris Brown College has always had a special place in the hearts and minds of those in the state of Georgia and beyond because of the legacy and tradition. Still, every year, a gala, still every year, multiple events, still every year. The campus was technically open, even though it was unaccredited and only a handful of students were going there. You get hired. Yes. I bring you on my radio show and you talk about something called the hard reset. And you're gonna lead this institution back to accreditation. And I remember saying, man, if anyone could do it, this guy has the charisma to get it done. But it wasn't easy. Tell us about some of the pitfalls and barriers you had to overcome to make this happen.
Yes, it was a huge boulder to carry. I came into this institution and we had filed a $35 million bankruptcy. We literally in 2002, 2003 went from 3,000 students to 50 students overnight. 20 years or so not being accredited, the loss of brand, the loss of students, the loss of funders. It's only 3 reasons the institution survived: God, the AME church, and the alumni. And so we kept moving on. We would not allow the institution to close. And I just want to thank all of the faculty, staff, alumni, and shareholders who never gave up on this institution. But it was a heavy lift. We were able to do it. We became the first HBCU to earn our accreditation back. We have our federal financial aid now reinstated. We now are serving the military, veterans benefits. And we are right now at this very moment in the final stages of earning access to international students, F1 visas. So we're going to Africa, we're going to the Bahamas and beyond. And so it was a heavy lift, getting through the whole premise. Number one of just getting people to believe that this was even possible. I say it all the time, this will be in my book, just getting people to believe that we were going to do this after 17, 18, 19, almost 20 years. And so again, once you get that train moving, get a little bit of momentum, we were able to get it done. And I'm gonna tell you, history will say that we were able to save Morris Brown College using social media. Social media is what we utilize to get people to believe in what we were doing here. And so I just, again, thank you to all the faculty, staff. It's not just me. I have a phenomenal team, phenomenal alums, the AME church, everybody who never gave up on the school.
That's right. For those who are watching, you do know about Morris Brown College. You are familiar with the institution. Let me tell you why. because it was prominent in a particular movie that I'm sure you have seen.
Yes.
Mr. President, tell them about that movie.
Oh, the movie Drumline. You know, when I meet people all the time and they say, where's Morris Brown? I always ask one question. Have you ever seen the movie Drumline? And I've never met a person to say, no, I've never seen it. And so I say, yeah, the school in Drumline, that's a real school, that's us. And they're just like, oh my God, I can't believe it. And so we're a household name around the country, around the world. People just don't know, but we are the featured movie in the movie Drumline. And not only that, we filmed a lot of movies here at Morris Brown College. Stomp the Yard, The Walking Dead was filmed here, and a lot of other movies as well.
For those who would like to benefit from this high quality education and very affordable education, like to contact the institution, how can they do so?
All you have to do is go to our website. It's very easy, morrisbrown.edu. Again, morrisbrown.edu. If you're interested in admissions, click on the admissions button. If you're interested in learning about our academic programs, you'll see all the information there. And if you're interested in giving to our institution, just click on that give button and please pour into Morris Brown. We are good ground as we move this institution forward through what we call the hard reset.
There it is. Mr. President, always a pleasure, dear brother. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.